Okay, so during the walk, keep in mind some of our rules and tips, but you guys are going to be independent contractors, so you're responsible for yourself and knowing how to handle dog walking and pet sitting and stuff. So make sure you're following our rules and you're going to be fine. Just use common sense and you'll be okay as well. So our rules are no off-leash walking whatsoever. The dog always needs to be on leash because, you know, a dog might walk next to their owner off leash, but does not necessarily mean they'll do that with you. So for liability reasons, our insurance does not cover certain things against our rules, so make sure that you pay attention to that part. No off-leash walking. No personal dogs on your walk or friends. We don't jog the dog unless the owner asks. We always ask before giving treats. And you never want to have face-to-face interaction with a dog that's not from the same household or already had a meet and greet. So, sometimes you're able to do walks outside of pet sitting and boarding, so long as the owner's okay with that, leaving their dog at home or wherever, but never bring the dog that you're pet sitting or boarding with in contact with the dog that you might be walking. And we don't allow dog parks or traveling in the car unless the owner gives you written expressed consent to do that, because our insurance doesn't cover that. As far as I know, they're waiving their insurance when they ask that. So you want to have that in writing in case something happens and then they say, WAG, you need to pay for this because my dog got hurt. Well, our insurance doesn't allow any coverage for dog parks or traveling in the car and that stuff, so they're taking on that risk. We just kind of take a route that is near the home. It's always good to take a shaded route or like alternating from concrete to grass because their pads can burn on this concrete. It is going to get a little cooler later in the year, but still watch out for the dog. Always watch the dog's behavior to see if they're getting tired. There are certain breeds that are going to be more prone to heat exhaustion. So short-nosed breeds, I think it's brachiocephalic, however you say that, like pugs, and very fluffy dogs have double coats, like Siberian Huskies, Samoyeds, Malamutes, and Lily. I have my dog, sorry. You know, watch out for those dogs. Make sure they're cool. If you need to pour some water on your hand and damp them down to cool them down, you know, do what you need to do to make sure everyone's safe and happy. So what I usually do is I wear a fanny pack, but you don't have to. I put the fanny pack on. I'll have my treats in the bag. I'm going to have bandanas on the side, and I'm going to have poop bags, a water bottle with a carabiner clipped to it, along with a portable water bowl to water the dogs if they're thirsty. But you don't have to do that, but that's what I do. You can keep your promo cards in your pouch, but make sure to always ask to give the treats to the dogs because they might have allergies or on a strict diet. So a lot of dogs have poultry allergies, so that's like chicken, duck, turkey, that kind of stuff. And a lot of dogs are on grain-free diets now, so it's usually a good idea to get a, you know, maybe a fish or a salmon grain-free treat. So when you ask the owner, you're more likely to be able to give them treats and reward them for good behavior. But always, you know, pick up after your dog, keep your phone charged. Let's see. There's a video clip option that you can click and do a short little video clip, which I recommend doing because it's kind of cute and owners really appreciate the extra effort. And don't leave the bandanas with the dogs. We're just having them wear that during the walk while you wear your shirt, advertising WAG, and then we take a picture and then we bring it home. But we do have a shop in case you want a long sleeve shirt, tank tops, hats, jackets, all that kind of stuff is on there. I do believe it's on your app. It says the shop bar. If not, just email me and I can give that to you if you're interested. But always clean up after the dog, you know, get your own poop bags and water bowls and stuff. Let's see. A good idea to advertise your code is going to be like on Facebook, Instagram, you know, all that kind of stuff to spread the word out. But we're also wanting you guys to try out this app called Nextdoor. It connects you with your neighbors that have been verified by their address. So you can reach, generally, depending on where you live, about 3,000 people in your area. So people can use your code and you'll get $25 and they'll get a free 30-minute walk or $20 value off of anything else if this is their first time trying WAG. So that's also good in other cities. So if you have friends and family in any of our other cities, try and give them your code so they can try us out. Owners do have the option to do a preferred walker thing, so they can tell WAG that they prefer to have you, and if availability works well, then you can walk with them, but it doesn't guarantee that you'll get to walk that dog, but they do want to put that preference there, so then all of their requests will go to you if you're available first, and then if you're not, then it'll open up to other people around. Lily. So let's see. When you're going into the owner's home, if it's raining out, anyone's home, make sure your shoes aren't going to track any mud or anything like that. So take off your shoes if you need to. Don't go in any places that you're not supposed to. If doors are shut, stay out. Unless they ask you, say, the door on the left, the first door on the left has my dog for the walk. So you can do that then. But you don't want to invade their privacy. So if you need to use the restroom, just ask, wait for a response, like a yes, of course, then go. But we don't want to intrude in anywhere. So people do have video cameras in their homes. You do have a GPS tracker on you. So you want to make sure that you're mindful of their home. Double check that you have the right dog. Sometimes people have multiple dogs and they only want 1 or 2 walked. So make sure that those are the right dogs. For any instance that you don't feel comfortable that you have the right breed, go and Google that, you know, double check yourself. We always want to make sure the harnesses are fitting on right and that everything, you know, is going according to plan so that we don't upset owners or put anyone in danger. But you can walk multiple dogs if they're from the same household. You do get paid a little more for that if that's interesting to you, or like if that's something that interests you. And you're going to get paid via the Payable app weekly. You'll have all that information in the later steps, so just download Payable. WAG's going to connect that to your bank account, deposits directly. You guys are independent contractors, so we don't take out the taxes. That's something you'll have to do at the end of the year. But I do believe we have this little feature where it adds up all your walks, and you'll see the total pay, so it makes it a little easier. But don't quote me on that. Stuff does change every week. So when you're available for walks each week for now, send an email to availability@wagwalking.com, and then we can show you what we have available for that week. And you just scroll through Sunday through Monday and stuff on there. I'm going to stop this video, and if I have other stuff to say, which I probably will, I'll do another one.